Greetings, buddy. Would you like a cold one, or did you want to hear a joke?
I'll take a beer.
Cold and refreshing.
Humans all look funny. Strong bored. Strong want to kill something. Strong getting hungry. Want something
Hi.
to eat.
Got some stuff for sale. Care to have a look?
Sure.
Let me show you what I've got.
Strong hope we find milk of human kindness soon.
Nice day. Where are we headed?
Hey,
Apparently the castle's been trying to get you on the radio. Some kind of situation over there. Better go see what's going on. Another day in the Commonwealth.
Always wanted my own fortress. Damn, this the same place?
hi.
Ah, there you are. Finally. I've been waiting to talk to you.
Here I am. What did you need?
I'm Ronnie Shaw, Commonwealth Minutemen. At least I was. Back before Joe Becker got himself killed and the idiots took over.
Glad to meet you. We could use some more veterans around here.
Ah, well, you're right about that. I feel like some of these you've got still may need their diapers changed.
I'd still like to hear what you came to talk to me about.
Heard you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet.
This is
Thought
Radio
I'd come
Freedom.
see the new general for
Nothing
myself.
to report at the
So what's
moment.
your
Stay
story?
tuned for
What makes you
updates.
think anybody even wants the Minutemen back?
You're tuned to Radio
The
Freedom.
Commonwealth needs the Minutemen.
Nothing to report.
People are starting to
Keep it tuned
realize
here for
that.
updates.
I've heard some good things. Wouldn't be here otherwise. Now that I'm here, I can see you really need my help.
We can always use more experienced soldiers.
Yeah, you're not kidding. But I had something more specific in mind. I'm probably the only one who still remembers this. But the castle's armory was located in the West Bastion. All of our best equipment was stored in there. Weapons, ammo, schematics, you name it. Come on, I'll show you.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom,
Ah,
voice of the
good.
Minutemen.
Looks like it might still be
All's
intact.
quiet across the
Door's
Commonwealth.
still sealed.
Stay safe out
Bastion
there.
hasn't collapsed. Trick now is finding a way in.
I hope you have an idea.
Of course I do. If you can't go through, go around. Let's have a look at the Northeast Bastion.
Seems to be growing well.
This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. It's just past 10 p.m. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
This was the general's quarters. Used to be a tunnel leading from here to the armory. This tunnel's blocked by this rubble. We'll have to find some way to clear it. Come on, General. You must have some way to clear this rubble. Let's get down there and see if there's still a way through. Pretty dark down here. We better watch our step.
Hey, Brad's over here. Not for the soft-skinned.
Over.
designation, Sarge. Powering up.
Well, I'll see. I would have never guessed the stuff. No wasted shots! He's been guarding the castle since, forever, as far as I know. One if I land. Ah, that's not it. For the Commonwealth. Ah, darn it. Oh, it's been a long time. United we stand. Yeah, that was it. I'll get these kids whipped into shape. Don't worry.
World's always gonna have tyrants. But if I get my way,
Ah, that
Be a
explains
lot
all the
less.
landmines. This is, well, was, General McGann. He had your job back when I first joined up. Must have gotten trapped down here when that sea beast attacked the castle. He did manage to keep the armory secure. I'll give him that much. Guess the uniform is yours now, if you want it. So Geezer doesn't need it anymore. Rest in peace, General. Your fight is done, and the Minutemen live on.
jackpot.
There's no point in getting all sentimental about something that happened 40 years ago. Come on, we're almost through. Okay, here we are. Let's see if this still opens from here. There we go. Told you I'd get us in here. Now, let's see what kinds of goodies
This
are
is
left.
Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Excellent. The armory's still intact. Everything we need, just waiting for us. And the cream of the crop, schematics for building artillery.
I have to admit, Ronnie, having artillery would help out quite a bit.
Oh, we used to rain down fire on Deathclaws and super mutants alike. It was a glorious thing. All right, grab that schematic and let's get going. Don't forget to grab some smoke grenades, too.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Got my... my attention.
Here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Looks like you've got everything we need. As soon as you get some artillery built, we'll do a test fire to calibrate it.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Gosh darn, it's good to see artillery here again. So here's the thing about the big guns. They can't fire at anything too close, but their range is impressive. That's what the smoke grenades are for. Toss one of those at the bad guys. If we have artillery in range, we'll confirm over the radio and target our fire on your smoke. But first, we better do a test fire. Make sure we're hitting what we're aiming at. You see that little building over there? We'll use that for our aiming point. Keep your radio on and tuned to Radio Freedom so we can confirm we're ready. All right, General, if you can hear me, we're ready. Toss one of those smoke grenades into the target area and we'll start the test fire.
Hey,
Shoot.
over here.
Good as done.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet.
Okay, we've got your smoke on the target. You might want to stand back. You know, just in case. Look good from here. You've now got artillery support. Use it wisely, General.
I just want to trade a few things.
I enjoyed that, General. Now we can really start taking the fight to our enemies.
Seems to be growing well.
This is Radio Freedom. It's 4 a.m. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Hey.
I take requests. So, seems you know how to hold your own. I'd had my doubts when we first hit the road.
Thanks. You're not so bad yourself.
I never get many complaints. It's just real rare these days. Find someone who's not willing to take things the way they're handed to them. Too many good folks not willing to get their hands dirty. And too many assholes taking advantage of it. Look at what happened to Diamond City. Before McDonough took over, it was a half-decent place to live. A little stricter than I usually go for, but not terrible. I thought he and I had a pretty happy childhood. But then he decides he's gonna try and get elected with his anti-ghoul crusade. Mankind for McDonough. Before you know it, You got families with kids lining up to drag folks they call neighbor out of their homes and throw them to the ruins.
How could they do something like that?
There'd always been a pretty big gulf between the folks living in the stands and folks down on the field. McDonough ran on it because he thought enough of those upper stands assholes would vote for him. Guess he was right. I remember storming into his office above the stands after the inauguration speech. He was just standing there, staring out the window, watching as the city turned on the ghouls. He didn't even look at me. Just said, "I did it, John. It's finally mine." Should have killed him right there, but I don't think it would have changed anything. Instead, I pleaded with him, begged him to call it off. He said he couldn't. He had nothing against the ghouls. He was just carrying out the will of the people. And he couldn't betray the voters. And then he smiled. That hideous fucking mile-long smile. He never smiled like that when we were kids. I didn't even recognize him.
Wait, what do you mean you didn't recognize him?
I don't know. Just didn't seem like the guy I grew up with. When I'd first heard the rumors he'd been swapped for a synth. Thinking back on that night, I thought it made a lot of sense. But now, I don't know. I don't think I buy it. I've seen him since then, and there's no way they copied him that perfectly. Even got his tight-ass walk. But at the time, I just needed to get the hell away from him. Him and that whole damn city.
He murdered those ghouls.
Him and that whole damn city. I still wasn't a ghoul at this point, so I didn't have to leave, but I couldn't bring myself to stay in that cesspool after that. I'd been sneaking off the Good Neighbor for years to get decent chems, so I knew the safe routes. I managed to track down a couple of the families, lead them there, but most couldn't get used to the Good Neighbor lifestyle. I brought them food for a couple of weeks, but after a while, they just disappeared. Folks in Diamond City signed their death warrants, and all the good people were willing to just sit by and watch. I felt like I was the only one who saw how screwed up things truly were, who couldn't just pretend things were fine. Still feel that way. Or I did. Until I met you. I know I run my mouth, but having someone who sees the world for what it is, and is willing to do something about it, it's meant a lot to me. I feel damn lucky to have you as a friend.
And that's what we are? Friends?
Well, now that you mention it, I have been having slightly more impure thoughts than usual. Maybe we'll get to, act on those. But I guess we should probably head out, huh? After you. Let me know what I can do.
Hostile sensor reading detected. Movement detected. Curious. I have detected you.
jet after that. I didn't say we were. Here I thought we were having fun.
What's up? I gotta hand it to you, General. You really turned things around for the Minutemen. I never thought I'd see the day that the Minutemen had artillery support again. We should see about building them at all our settlements to expand our coverage. And Ronnie Shaw returns. She's something else, isn't she?
Yeah, she definitely knows how to take charge.
Ha! That's a bit of an understatement from what I hear. I'd heard stories about her from the old-timers, but I didn't know she was still around. The fact that she's come back to the Minutemen means we must be doing something right. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Hey,
What do you look like you could use a little pick-me-up?
your thoughts?
There's no sport to spilling blood if the person ain't earned it. Lucky for us, the Commonwealth provides.
Oh, nothing.
Gotcha.